Hello, hello, hello. All right, we are live, and Ripples of Waves are going to talk about art today. And I know that Allie, did you get a chance to? Oops, Allie's muted. Did you get a chance to do your art show, or were you caught up in the bad weather? You did.
Oh, I did. That happened at the end of May. I did get to do my art show.
Okay, great. We're going to talk about creativity because it's so important. You know, this Gemini moon that's coming up. Boy, I'll tell you. There's a lot of stuff around there. If you guys know a lot more about the Gemini moon and want to talk about it, especially if you are a Gemini, feel free to do so and what you might be feeling. But I think the creativity, um, being your true authentic self, a lot of stuff is coming out.
I'm a Gemini moon.
You're what?
I'm a Gemini moon.
I have my Gemini is at the top of my chart for it's the IC, whatever that is. It's like the way I communicate to the world. Okay, we're gonna wait for some more people to get in here, and I do want to kind of talk about what we have coming up here. So Ellie's going to talk about her creativity. Arnie's got some really cool pictures that he sent me. I want to show those while he's speaking. And we're just going to kind of talk about creativity. It's so important right now. I've got some projects that I've been working on. It's unfolding. So we talk about the AI stuff. You have to pay big bucks. It looks like to really use the full blown AI out there of Grok. What I do is I work with it 2 hours. It kicks me off and says, "Come back in 2 hours," or "Come back later," and then I come back later and I structure my questioning a lot differently. So I'm cheap. I squeak when I walk. I refuse to give. I refuse to give Elon Musk, who's $1.2 trillion, $40 a month of my money.
Me too.
Hey, Buck, how are you?
Good. It was funny because you talk about Elon, and I wake up. What was it yesterday? I got a message on my Gmail account. I'm like suspended from X. I'm like, what the heck? Apparently I didn't I'm not verified, and they I don't know if somebody reported me or not, but I ain't verifying shit. So I can't. Apparently I'm suspended on X, so they can
All you
kick
got to do
rocks.
is go in there and just click on something and
Well, I
just
tried to
verify.
change even my because my it's a the account is registered to my old phone number, and I can't even change my to my new phone number. So it is what it is. I don't really give a shit because I'm not really on X that much anyway. It's almost like Facebook nowadays. Anywhere it's like people posting the stupidest crap. Um, so I don't really pay too much attention to X anyway. There's just too much, too many people posting anyway. I have enough things to worry about than you know.
Okay, we got Ashmeyer letting us know that there's sound echoing, and usually if you guys can mute yourself, or if you have two devices, make sure that one is totally muted. It could be I move my microphone away, and this usually happens on this computer when I have a round table. So um, Dakota is saying she appealed hers. It asked me that too. I had to be blue, check mark certified, and yeah, everybody's got to. You know what really pisses me off? I'm going to get on my soapbox about this. Is that everybody has to have all these passcodes and password protection and all that? Why don't they write the damn software so nobody can break into it? You know, but they put it onto us to make us suffer. Okay, I'm done. I just had a week of rebuilding a computer.
Because they make us go through hoops for everything. I was never. I'm not hula hoop, right? I'm not hula. I'm not good at hula hooping, so I'm not jumping through hoops for them.
Well,
Yeah,
if they
but these
want
guys.
you to jump through hoops, that means that you're getting to them. Or what you're saying and doing, they don't want you to say and do.
Yeah.
So keep doing it.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to wait for more people. I see there's Rumble people out there. That's good to know because they, that's another thing too is Rumble is cracking down on their security and the browsers that I use, and it's just becoming it's. I'm going to say it. It's a clusterfuck out there in technology world. All right, let's get over to the artsy fartsy stuff, and I'm going to give it to Allykat and just see what she's been up to. Do you have stuff to show us?
I'm making coloring books.
Ooh.
And I just did this one of Little Thor and an Alien. At the cat cafe yesterday, they had color with the kitties. And it was really, really, really cute. And I finished this one. So I take Little Thor, and then I put him into AI. I say, hey, could you make him go through a portal and meet an alien? And this is the result that I got. And then I have Little Thor playing with the squirrel in the trees, the cosmos.
Zippy?
That was pretty zippy because it looks like he's murdering him. And we don't want that.
No.
But I mean, anybody can make their own. I know it's been a fad thing on there's like YouTube videos and like Facebook. Oh, make all this stuff on Amazon. But for me, it's helping me process the book I want to make for children for spiritual topics. So talking about aliens, but doing it through the cats, going through quantum mechanics, the cat portaling through a portal into another land. It's just talking about densities and dimensions, which some of us can see. I also have ghosts, Freya meeting a ghost, seeing the shadow figures, but the coloring books are helping me lay them out and like theme it out. And at the same time, I can help people stress out and relax by coloring in Freya by the castle. Or superhero Freya saving the day in Bay. Or they could color Freya together because we're angels.
That's cool.
Or Chippy the Chipmunk jumping through to a magical land in 4D. Or Freya playing with the kitty cats and the little sea creatures. I have Little Thor and the mermaids playing on the sand. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to color all these in because it's very meditative anyway, and I created them. So I think it's really important for all of us. It's a grounding. For me, this is really grounding. I mean, just like my paintings and everything that I do, it's grounding me. It's meditative. And it actually helps spark more inspiration and new things that I can do, which I think a lot of people today are tapping into using AI or going back to paint and canvas. And I know, Janine, you've been doing that.
I stopped. We've been outside. I've been planting.
Hey.
I've got a love for roses and rose bushes, and I'm trying to start some Peggy Martins growing up along our fence. And yeah, I moved on to other creative things, so I'll come back to the other stuff. I had problems with one of my eyes. I never really talked about it, but yeah, I couldn't see out of this one eye for a while. But all's good. I'm 99% back.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. Actually, I love that. So is that book in a binder, and how many pages is it?
I'm doing everything on Canva right now, and I do plan on publishing the coloring book. And then I was talking to the lady at the cat cafe and said, I would love to do a coloring book for the cat cafe because she just went to the store and bought cat coloring books and handed it out to everybody. And I said, well, you're a cat cafe. You split a lot of your proceeds on getting these cats fixed, surgeries, food, litter, everything. Why don't we make a coloring book? You could sell it and you keep the proceeds, and when you have these events, now you have a coloring book of your own to hand out or to sell. And that's just helping the community and the animals.
It's a good idea.
So it's, you know, I'm trying to pivot my career, and I have to make a portfolio for the things that I want to do. And that is an actual one that can help other people and animals. I'm cool with that. And it's also helping in teaching how to format, how to get things published and done right. So when I do the other things that I want to do, it's going to be like an easier, quick process. We just had a tornado here a few days ago on Thursday, devastated one area, and the cat cafe is stepping up and trying to help the animals. So you got to get on it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Allie, are you? I've been meaning to ask you this, and I know I could probably always text you. Are you back to school? Are you back to teaching?
I'm going back in August. I'm a paraprofessional. That's my, 9 to 5 kind of job, but I'm trying to pivot into instructional design. It's really expensive to get into, create these things. You need Adobe Capture Cloud or whatever. That's so expensive. And the free stuff, you're very limited on what you're able to do. So I'm trying to pivot and be inventive. Because when I go, let's just say I want to do a LinkedIn and say, hey, I have to know all these programs. I just have to do them free. That's one of the biggest issues. To become anything, you have to try to pivot the free route first. And then choose the design, the apps and the stuff that actually work best for you. How do you know that unless you pay for them shits? No thanks. You're not getting my money. I'm not wasting it. And then this stuff gets updated and outgrown. You have to pay more money for more stuff. Mm-mm. Yeah, so I'll still have my 9 to 5. I'm trying to pivot and carve my own way through writing that book, writing a series of books, that, and then hopefully doing some merch and go from there. That's how I'm creating my reality.
Cool.
I trying.
You doing?
That's the point. You have to do.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to Arnie. If you want to mute your phone, Allykat, and Arnie, unmute yours. I'm not sure if you have that, but I just first of all want to say to anyone who has been struggling with the storms going across the United States, I hope that you're all safe and sound. And, I just hope that, everything has, I don't know how to put this. I just sent a lot of prayers out to a lot of people because it looked devastating, especially from Indiana and Illinois, as Allykat was talking about the things that you go through. I think sometimes tornadoes are worse than hurricanes. And, a lot of people that live down here in Florida and Alabama will basically tell you that they're more afraid of the tornadoes than they are of the hurricanes. And, it's just everything could be gone in a second, right? What we are experiencing is a lot of weird stuff down here with the ocean. It's kicking up seaweed that is very smelly and brown. I think I forgot sargassum or something like that it's called. It's all over the beaches. It's more than it ever has. There's just a lot of strange things that are going on, and sending prayers and love to everybody from this whole round table to you guys. And let's see here. Okay, I'm going to move on to Arnie now. He's got some really cool. Now, Arnie is pretty good with AI, and I'm trying to get there. But I want to show these pictures, and they're very beautiful. I'm not sure how many there are. Maybe 10. Yeah, I got them. Okay. Arnie, I don't think we could see you, but do you want to talk about some of these?
Sure. Basically, these are portraits of Marianne, the person that passed away. And I took images of her, the face and everything, and I put it into Photoshop. And I kind of made it a little bit cartoonish so that you could make it into AI. And that's what I did from there. I created angel portraits a while back. So now I'm working on something where I wanted to have a psychedelic feel to everything. And one of the people I know, Brian Lahr, he actually does light paintings. And he's been trying to get me to do light paintings, but I can't do it because I don't have a room dark enough. So I used AI to create the light paintings of these because I wanted to put them into video, to make a video with them. So it's pretty cool how that came out because if you ever saw light paintings, how people do that, it looks somewhat like that.
I'm going to go through more of these here. If you want to mention what these are.
Sure.
Who's the face?
That's Marianne. She passed away. That's the person I lost 4 years ago to the stuff that went on in the hospitals with COVID.
Rem Desavere.
Yep.
Oh, look at this one.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they came out really, really good. And this is funny because now I'm just having memories come back too. And I met someone like after she passed away, and I'll never forget this. This person actually had the nerve to say to me, like, how can you, oh, I can never see you because if you could forget about her that fast, you can forget about me.
Oh.
These are the type of people I've been dealing with like since she passed anyway. Yeah, it's just very judgmental. But yeah, that just
At least you know she's not the one.
Oh yeah, I know that. And although it's kind of weird, I can go into a couple of things with that. But this is just I just love how these came out.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I actually did the video to it now. I actually created it, and when that comes out, I'm just like really psyched about that. So all of these were actual portraits that I had done with her, and I did them through Photoshop. I actually like redid her in there to make it so that I can make it into like an art type painting. And then I like rendered, and through AI, I was able to manipulate a little bit.
How old was she when she passed?
She was 54.
And these pictures that you have in here,
these are back when she was like when I first met her.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Maybe early 30s. I guess it is like I took like one or two from that time period.
So, there's people out there, like I had Jen Ryder on the show here that can see auras and colors around. Now, I look at this one, I just think this is so electrifying. If people could actually see the colors and the energy. So she's wearing a beautiful white dress outlined with gold. Her hair is flowing, and she's got angel wings of multiple colors, but there's an aura of gold around her head, and then all the other energy from like her heart chakra all the way down is showing you how far and wide our aura can be. It's beautiful. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, totally angelic.
Yeah. All right, let's come back. Come back. All right. So there. Yeah, this is very cool. So we're talking about art with you guys, just finding our creativity in any way that you can. Allie has always been a drawer. I don't know, when you say artist, a drawer. You're a drawer. Has always been an artist, and our artistic ways come out many different ways and many different levels, many different dimensions. And as Arnie just showed you, with a little bit of, you have to, let's talk about this AI. You have to tell AI what you want, or if what I am learning, and my husband says, you phrased it wrong, and it totally blew up my code one day. And so I can catch things really quickly because that's what I did as a programmer. I can catch the code, and then I'm like, okay, I have to figure out how to think like a computer, which is not hard because I've worked with computers for over 35 years. And then everything has to have a process, a step. That's the basics of anything. So what happens is AI can get ahead of you in so many ways and come up with other ideas, and it could change your outcome if you let it. Right, Arnie?
Mhm. Oh yeah, definitely. You have to. You're in control. You got to remember that. And it's going to read off of you also what you're putting in. But you got to just try and be as precise as what you want. And like you're saying, in the steps, because if you just throw a bunch of things in there, it's going to come up with a bunch of garbage anyway.
It's exactly. That's what my husband said. Garbage in, garbage out. Right?
Yeah,
It's still the basics. Aw, that's who's
a kitty cat.
That's my Freya. I put into AI and I told AI to put a light being above her in the forest and make it mystical. And that's what it did.
yeah.
You have to be specific with what you ask it to do. And I use my actual animals for inspiration and I put their picture in AI to do what they want to do with it. But here's my parameters.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. That's great. Anything else, Arnie, you want to share with us?
It's all.
I feel like I'm a teacher. Show and tell. Buck, what do you have to show us and tell us, Buck? And keep it clean, Buck.
I ain't got jack shit to show or tell. Now,
But like
I mean,
Ali said,
I don't do any. I haven't. I mean, go ahead, Arnie.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think I have a delay. I was just gonna say I have. If I have time, like if I could sit down and I could draw, I just I usually don't. I use my downtime for relaxing time. But I mean, sometimes I'll draw like on the whiteboard at Recovery Center. I'll draw like a picture that's on the quote that I write. But yeah, I don't really sit down and do anything artistic. I probably could if I wanted to. But it's not in my room. I made it for Juliana, but it's in her room. But yeah, so I mean, like Arnie said, AI is a tool. I don't. They put a lot of that fear crap out there, like the whole Terminator crap, and I think it was just to scare us away from actually using AI, in my opinion.
Okay, I got a picture I want to blow up here for you guys.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Who's that guy?
He's cute.
That was a long time ago.
He's cute. Just want to pinch his cheeks.
Look at that hair.
I know. Look at all that hair.
That's what I use for my videos. Pretty much that and two other pictures. When I create the music videos, because it's from that era. So I take the imagery from that and put it into the videos. So it's a younger version of me. Much younger version.
Okay, also just want to let everyone know, if you're not following Arnie out on Facebook, and that's where I'm pulling this, that was a picture of Arnie. What year would you say that was, Arnie?
88.
Yeah. So he does pull cards. What is the name of this deck, the one that I'm showing right now?
I can't really see. It looks like the wizard angel. No, wizards.
Yeah, it's got
wizard dragon. I see.
Dragon, yeah. I pull from multiple ones, or I pull from one actually sometimes. That's what I'm working. That I'm looking forward to.
Let me zoom in so everybody can see this at home, and just know, go follow Arnie out on Facebook and get his latest. He's putting the final touches on these. This one, he basically is very connected to. He says more of his roots for most of these, and he loves the 60s, 70s psychedelic rock sound. So I've seen some of the music out there that you've played, and I've listened to it. Let's see what else we have out here. That's Arnie. Okay. So I'm just trying. I'm just trying to understand this. Is that you call it mystic wand bands, and this is it
Yep.
all AI?
Yep. It's no, not actually all AI, because with the program I use, Suno, you can sound into it to make the instruments that go a certain way or to sound a certain way. So that's what I do, because a lot of the stuff that I do here I actually wrote in the 80s, but I never recorded anything. So I spent a lot of time creating all of those, and now a lot of the stuff I'm doing now I'm writing now. And I loved the 60s, 70s, and 80s era, and I loved Eric Clapton. I emulated him when I played before I got hurt. And I just love this stuff. It's to me, I love it because all the stuff
Arnie, is
that
this
I want.
you?
Yeah, that's me. That's a long time. I was like 17, maybe. Yeah.
You guys don't want to see my pictures of me. I mean, I was very, very, very thin, like we all were in the 70s, right? And then we got poisoned by our own government.
But
All
it's
right.
just how you have something, you lose it, and how you can get it back again. I used to draw freehand. I think I posted pictures a while ago, stuff I drew when I was younger. Music. I used to play violin. I used to play guitar. I used to play keyboard. I could do the keyboard a little bit, but I got like a nerve damage in my hands from accidents, back and neck, and I can't play. I taught myself to play left-handed from right-handed guitar, and then I got hurt again on top of that. It's like the world's trying to kick my ass down, but it ain't doing it. I'm finding all different ways to keep creating.
Hey.
Never give up.
Yeah, never give up. That is so true. Buck, you know what? You are creative. You have to be intuitively creative when you start pulling cards. Would you agree with me on that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you the one little thing I did for Juliana.
You want to shut your camera off?
I'm good. I'm good at drawing when I take my time. It's just I kind of rush because I think it's the caffeine or whatever it is. But hold on a minute.
Okay. All right. So the little statement here: raise your children as if you'll be reincarnated as the child of one of your grandchildren.
All right, so one day last year I made this for Juliana at one of our things. It's a little backwards, but it's Juliana. She's obviously loves flamingos, but like I said, when I take my time, I can pretty much do it pretty good. Hold on, let me see if I can reverse this thing. Oh, I turned it off. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do.
You're back.
But anyway, this is what I did. I made for Juliana one year. Actually, last year I made it. So, like I said, when I take my time, I can kind of do things. It's just me. I kind of rush crap. I rush things a lot. So, but yeah, I could. I mean, like all of us, if we put our mind to it, we could do anything. Just having the patience and the wherewithal and the practice to do it is,
Buckshot, did you see the flamingo Lego set?
No, don't tell me that. Her birthday is coming up.
It's not expensive.
Yeah, her birthday is coming up in 13 days. Actually, sorry, not 15 days.
There's a Lego kit that you can make it into a flamingo, by the way.
Uh-oh. That could be trouble.
$25.
All right, I'll take that I'll look into it.
And that's the thing with building anything or even the STEM stuff. If it's drawn out for you, you could do it. And it doesn't need to be, hey, I'm going to watch Allison. Let me do a painting. You don't need to do that. You could it doesn't matter the results that come out. It's just the act of doing in the first place. It's just getting yourself up and doing something, whether that be gardening, because landscape artists exist. There's
Yeah, because
people
with this one, all I did was look at a flamingo picture on the phone, and then I handed it. Now it's a
that was
small
great.
little portion, but still, I mean, Amanda didn't think I did this. She's like, "Who did that?" I said, "I did." She's like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I did."
It came out great.
Yeah.
It did. It really did. I like that. And I'll take an order for a few of those too. Um, so this box here, and we're just trying to, help people get a little creative. You get a little bored. If you can dream it, you can create it.
That's
And
right.
yeah, and that's true. That's, it doesn't have to be, some people are old school. They want to pick up a pencil and a pen and they want to feel it. They want to touch it. And then I'm more geared towards the computer side of things. Um, and I can tell my sound is off here. Somebody else want to say something?
We can hear you.
You can hear me? I got
Yep.
feedback. All right. Blue Sky says, Buck, that would be better than them 5-piece puzzles you continue to try to put together.
Yeah. I haven't done puzzles in a while. I just, with driving, because I've been driving to make some extra cash because I still haven't gotten a job yet. I did have I did I think I told you last week I was doing. Did I tell you last week I was doing BMW? I went to BMW. Oh, so I had the physical on Wednesday. The eye test. They did eye test. They drug test, and I had to do a physical. So I'm skeptical, which I'm not really, but somebody is negative Nancy. So I had brain surgery when I was 18, 30 years ago. So of course they ask you if you had any surgeries ever. Me, I have integrity. I'm not gonna lie. So I said, yeah, I had surgery. I had brain surgery when I was 18 for migraines. So I did the physical test. I come home and somebody's like, "Oh, you're a liability. They're not gonna hire you." And I was like, "So what am I supposed to do? Lie?" And then when they find out later that they hired me, that I had brain surgery, they're gonna fire me for lying on the application.
They don't care.
So
They don't
I
care.
mean,
It's
they
filed
yeah.
away in HR. It really doesn't matter. The only time they would care is if they had a reason to go back into HR's files.
So the doctor, one of the nurses called me yesterday, and asked me have I had any follow ups with my neurologist. I said no, I haven't had to because after the surgery, I mean I it's been 30 years for one, and after the surgery I haven't had any issues. I'm not on any medication. So it's not that it's 30 years ago. So somebody, I'm trying to stay positive. I don't see why they would not give me the position just because something happened 30 years ago. It's not affecting me now, but somebody believes that I sabotaged my chance of getting the job, and we'll see what happens.
Can I say something?
Yes,
discrimination. If you admit to
that's what my brother
something,
said.
it's discrimination that they can't hire you.
Yeah.
It's
That's what my brother said. They said that they can file a lawsuit if they don't want to hire
you can tell certain people that you're not sabotaging yourself. You can tell certain people that that's your integrity of who you are.
Yeah, and I know a guy from the gym that works there says, "Dude, you have 30 years of work experience. They're not gonna. I wouldn't worry about it." So, and he works there, so I'm not too concerned. But there's always got that one over on the shoulder saying, we'll see what happens. I'm positive, but right, Allie? you
The
can't.
sign lays on my wall. If you stop being so negative, and you know what? Hi,
Yeah.
we love you anyway.
I think I was put on this earth to please few, entertain some, and really piss off the rest. So
you get the same job I got.
we all come from the same planet.
Yeah.
We're gonna send this group down.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're kind of talking about, just finding our comfort zone with creativity, that type of thing, being goofy and carefree and not caring about any. When you get older, that is just, it's a gift. I truly believe that because when I was younger, oh my God, and if 10 people said 10 different things to me, my energy was wiped out. I was wiped out. I was a mess. And if I could ever teach this to young people, just don't give a shit. You could say it, just don't give a shit about what other people are saying, but you can't. Everybody, for some reason, has to go through that. And I don't know why, but there are some people that don't really give a rat's ass what anyone is saying out there.
It's all how we're
Yeah.
raised, also, and how from youth we're told to think a certain way and act a certain way. And when you get older and you start living through the BS programming and see it's BS,
Yeah,
then you become the way we become. So,
yeah. So I remember being younger, you know, um, and being told yes, thank you, no, thank you, please, to being very kind to others. But my mother didn't ever go to the next step by saying if somebody is going to treat you like shit, you have the right to, you know, fight back or whatever. And I didn't get that message if she did. Being a Pisces, my head was probably up in the clouds being a little kid, a people pleaser, that type of thing. But anyways, we've got a big day coming up tomorrow, you guys. Does anyone want to take that and run with it?
Flag Day.
It's
Well,
a
there's a lot of things going
super
on.
moon,
What, Allie?
super new moon in Gemini.
The UFC fight. Trump's birthday.
going to an alien class.
Whoa, there we go. What kind of alien class? I like to hear this.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty cool. Actually, one of my mentors actually is high in the Pleiadian order, supposedly, and I believe it too. And it's gonna be talking about what's gonna be coming with disclosure, and that she's been talking about it for a while anyway. And from what I was getting with the different card decks and that, I feel it too. It's gonna be totally different from what they show in that movie too, by the way.
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I saw it yesterday, and just interesting because throughout that whole movie, the baseline is fear, and the fear to disclose to everyone. And what they do show is very little. And I believe they showed a lot of real footage in there, though. Also, it's like more towards the end.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
they
actually
control us with
really
fear.
excited about what's coming up for us as soon as we get done with the shit show, the movie, if that ever happens. People say we're in a simulation, we might not to. We just always maybe have to be aware that we're in a simulation and the shit will continue on. You pick and choose. Well, when I was dead in the water with no computer electronics, let me tell you, it was a huge relief for me not to have to pick up my phone. Not, I was more concerned with oh my God, I can't believe it. I kept everything on my phone is a in my notes, and it was all gone. It was wiped out. And so I didn't know I couldn't go anywhere and do anything. And so it was like a whole week of freedom for me. So I just now decided I've given myself 1 hour to look at social media, 1 hour a day, and that's it. And now it was almost like a lesson showing you that all that stuff that you're doing and you're looking at, it's just how much of it do you actually retain? It's kind of, just mindless shit.
It's bullshit, Janine. Yeah,
Bullshit. So we've got our president's turning 80 tomorrow.
the big 8-0.
Was the guy playing him? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who he actually is. You know what? Ever since I saw that one funeral where it looked like it was burying his first wife. I always said they were burying him. So I don't know, where the truth is, but he's 80, he could still be here, or as Jason Q would say, he's been time traveling and can go back much, much younger, whatever, but I don't know about any of that. All right, so that's just some of the things we have coming up for tomorrow, and then also too, the UFC is doing something at the White House, but I actually heard a really cool explanation based on that. All the changes that we have to go to. So, like when the deep state wants to initiate something, they always have a big production for it, right? And then they got people cheering it on and stuff like that. So I think that's what's going to be happening at the White House as we're going to go through all these different changes. The UFC is just a front for all this cheering on, and because you have to put it out into the public, we may be going back and using some of their ways, but it's going to be done in a good way with the UFC and people applauding the changes, and that has to be done. It really does. And let's see here. People just are going crazy with showing all kinds of images out there. Trump and what's his name, Neo?
Morpheus.
Neo and Morpheus.
Yeah. So yeah, there's all kinds of good things that are actually happening. Yeah, let's just take a look at this real quick. It's a celebration.
It's Nitro Circus.
Whoops, it's just repeating over and over here again. But yeah, it's definitely a celebration of things that are coming up, and there has to be initiation. Now I want to ask one of you guys this. What are your thoughts on the reflective pool? Sorry about that. I'm trying to make it larger. Okay, I'm going to come back to you guys here. So, yeah, this whole reflective pool is very symbolic. Did I lose you guys?
Nope. Still
There we
here.
go. Yeah, so if especially you card readers out there, when you see reflective, Allie, take it. I know she's got the answer.
I mean, when I'm looking at that, I see Plato's allegory of the cave. And when you emerge out of the cave, you look into the water and you see your reflection. Is that an illusion? I go very allegorical with that stuff anyway. But I mean, it's a rainbow. It's showing you the storm and what happens after the storm. What happens after a storm is the rainbow. And then the lightning. It's Thor dropping his hammer down. And I mean, the motorcycle guys, that's Nitro Circus. Are they revealing the bread in circuses? Could be. The reflective pool is showing you the illusion that you were under.
Scott Pace out there says the motorcycle jumping looked fake and reminded me of an old Atari game. Could be. They're pulling. Yeah. Evel Knievel.
Yeah, except Evel Knievel was doing it on a Harley.
I'm not going to go into all the negativity of them burning down some of the major buildings, because that's what they do. They burn things to get rid of the stuff. And let's see here. Just want to kind of talk about this a little bit. So the first one is now, and then this was in the past, the whole rainbow color thing. So there's a lot of symbolic things that are actually happening. Allykat or Arnie, anything?
I haven't seen any of it. I don't look into much of anything that's going on. When I see it, I just go by what I feel.
So he cleaned up the reflective pool that Didn't take much money, and it's for some reason it's very important to have this in DC. Do you guys understand why that is? Anybody in the chat? My first thought is we have to know where we came from, where we're going. You got to reflect back. It's just making everything beautiful again. It's got to start in the armpit of America.
Yeah, because I mean, it is the capital, so you want at least even especially if we got rid of the corporation, which I believe we are. So, like Matt just said, clean the swamp. So we got to start where it all began. Get rid of all that negative energy that's been there for so darn long, and start fresh.
Yeah.
Sassy tail.
So do you think that there's going to be a huge change now that 250 from 1776 to 2026? Do you think that finally we've cleaned up the messes that we were told, from all the Benedict Arnolds out there?
I think it's going to be our actual day of freedom. Well, the start. I think we've been under the illusion, the spell, for 250 years in Satan's, what they call Satan's little season, because the Illuminati was founded the same year as this country, literally like a month or so apart. So they gave the illusion of freedom. And
do you remember when Black Lives Matter and Antifa and all that were destroying the statues, and here he's rebuilding the statues right on the grounds here. He's changing the energy and the vibration. He's changing it all. And that's why I wanted to go. I wanted to go there and see this. I might, if Destin Deplorable is up for a trip, I think I might do this. Okay, what do we have here? There's all the storms that have been going on all over. Lots of burning. Every state there's some major fire that's going on. So
yeah, because I mean the only thing that cleanses is fire and water. I mean,
well, they want to destroy things.
Right?
If you go back in history, they've always burned everything down so that the next generations don't know what existed, and we're trying to figure it all out. Okay, this is about all that I have. You guys got anything else? Does anybody want to pick a card? Does anybody want to pick a card for tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think, is at the new moon. There's so much going on. June 14th.
Okay.
It's a rare moon as well. So we've been getting a lot of rare moon energies. The full moon was rare. This is rare. We had a blue moon. Now we're having a super new moon. You gotta alchemize and transmute into the positive. So the negative energies we're using, the super moons, the blue moons, and all these like red moons, super moons, for their negativity, and now we're reversing that and bringing in the positive light from dark to light.
Well, I did pull this.
Oh, wait, let me get on your camera here. Okay.
And this is every individual matters. You are not here by mistake. It is divine will. You truly matter.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we're gonna pull a couple of cards. I'm gonna have Allykat pull the next one. So Arnie did the first one, and we'll get the Bucks cards.
I'm just pulling from my moon deck. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So whatever is going to happen, take that deep breath and just let it fly. You're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. So, I mean, we're working with the energy right now. There's a lot of things going on energetically. The solar storms are happening. The Schumann's going crazy. You need to ground and breathe, and whatever is going to happen, don't put expectations on it. It's going to happen the way it was divinely orchestrated. Go with the flow.
How far are you from Maryville, Indiana?
That happened up the block for me, literally, like 2 minutes up the
Shit.
block. Yes.
And you're okay.
I'm fine, thank God. But one of my friends' grandma's house got decimated in that neighborhood. It's a neighborhood right up the block from me. I had the rear flank downdraft, so I thought it was on top of me when it was the downdrafts. So the side of the tornado winds hitting my area, but they actually got the direct hit.
Well, I'm glad that you are okay. I'm trying to stop sharing here, but this won't let me. Okay, yeah, that was. I was wondering. I saw a few of them. I was wondering if that was near you.
Very too close to comfort.
Yeah, seriously. So, did you drive? Did you walk around? I mean, it was crazy.
So I'm on a major road. So as soon as you get off my road, you're hitting where that hit, and they closed everything off. So I'm having all the traffic come down my block. You can't even get off my block. It's the traffic. I have the fire department literally down the block. It's been emergency vehicles up and down, parading days in and days out. Utility trucks are parked on my block, and they're walking up the way because the utility poles. I'm just blessed I didn't lose power. I mean, I did have flickering, but gosh.
Yeah. So this next one here is California, that Medlin plant, one of the largest ones in California, just all of a sudden started on fire, right? And they basically are saying that there was batteries and stuff, and something ignited it. And it's the whole medical industry. Did you guys hear about this at all? First of all, because there
Not me.
have been massive fires in every state for every huge corporation. And a lot of people basically their thoughts were good. All that medical equipment's gone. Good riddance. We didn't need half of it anyways. And I'm just wondering what do you I mean, Allykat, what do you think when you see something like this and it's deep state? Why would somebody start this stuff on fire? And there's multiple fires across the country. And this is in California. If anyone's out in California, I think this thing is still burning, and it's been probably 3 or 4 days. It's massive.
They're purging. I mean, this planet, whether it's seated or not, it's all in divine will, in my opinion. And we're taking back our power and retaking back things. We will need an industry of medical supplies because we still have accidents. People still have to go and get surgeries and get themselves fixed up. So that stuff will always be, but it might change. We don't know. And I'm hoping that's part of the disclosure, besides the alien techie stuff and all that, whatever. We have to build for humans, not for aliens.
Yeah. Getting some feedback from you, Allie. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is Homeland Security found 146,000 kids so far. Some of these kids claim that they were raped over 600 times. Because I don't care who you are, if you can't stand for the law enforcement to go find these kids, who are you? And we talked about this for so many years. I don't even know what to say when I read something like that. I'm beside myself.
And that's only 146,000 that they're telling you.
And it's been going on a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the little cartons were advertisements. The missing kids, that was advertising for them. Look who's for sale.
Okay, so this picture here is just gonna take us back to what I think Allykat was saying in the beginning. Nothing needs to be rushed. Take your time, be calm, cool, and collective. And yeah, it's ripples of waves just coming and going, and just take it that way. Buck, you got a card for us?
I did. I pulled the card, and the card that I pulled is service. So what I get from this card is, as you can see, they're aliens that will be serving us and helping us as we take flight, because you're on a plane, as you can see. So as we take flight into this new world that we're going to be going in, they'll be there to help us along the way, but it's up to us to do it. So they're not going to do it for us. Like any parent, you don't want to do it for the kid. You want them to learn, but they're here to serve us and be our guidance is what I get from this card. So
Ooh, I forgot about that, and thanks for reminding me. Is that Matt? Matt Brius? Is basically talk about energy weapons. I always forget that, and that always seems to be everything that is the reason for it. And this goes back hundreds of years. They've had this.
There's always telltales too. If you look at the areas that it's done, why is a house obliterated and a tree standing next to it and not burned? Why is it blue roofs don't get affected? Why is it two cars that burnt to a crisp? The third one that's blue stands.
Okay, let me just get out of this here. Close this window down, and that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for being here. This was really, really cool. If you guys have anything else, are you going to be doing any art shows? What do you guys have going on over there?
Aliens.
I'm just doing me, going with the flow, being authentic, and just to piggyback of what Buckshot said, that's what my spirit team was bringing into me, and during my live yesterday, was that it's service, but we all have to learn to put our ego behind us and to serve each other, regardless if you like somebody or not. When like what happened in my town happened on Thursday, it doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter what, you pick up and do the human thing and you go out and help. You're not asking for what is your race and what's your last name and what do you have a bronze in that shirt, Buckshot? It's like 9/11 and like any catastrophe, you do the human thing first, you ask the questions later, and I think humans need to learn how to put that ego behind you and check in on people. And no matter what, you don't have to like somebody to help them out if you see them in danger. And I think a lot of people, the I told you so thing is going to probably come out eventually. Don't do that. You're above that. We're light workers. We're here with the purpose. Hold that space. This is where they've been at, and just say, okay, and that's where they're at. We love you anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Put the hate aside.
Yeah, let's see what we have out here. I'll just give a shout out to a couple people out in the chat. King of Wands is in here. Charlene is here. Ash Meyer, Colleen, TCMTC, or ME, excuse me. And who else? We have Blue Sky out there. Thank you guys all for being here. And if you're just watching out on Facebook or wherever else and you don't ever get in the chat, just sending you guys lots of love and peace and harmony. And it's life is too short to give your power and your energy away to a lot of different things. That's why we're talking about creativity today, is get into your own energy and just watch it make you feel so much more powerful. It's not the power that we're looking for, but it's to raise our energy level. And there's so many good things that can come from that. Once you start doing that, I want to ask Allykat this because she's got cats. When you are in the flow of the energy, what are your animals doing around you?
Freya she was actually here a little while ago. She came in to say hi. She bombed it. She's just chilling out. your animals are going to respond to your vibration. When you're meditating and you're doing your creative hobby, you're at your highest excitement, you're in the flow, your animals are going to feel your energy and feel welcome to be in your space and to just chill out with you. They're not, when you're anxious and nervous, your animals pick up on that. And it depends what that is coming from and what that stems from. But I know Freya was down here. She's like, hey, everybody. What's up? I'm going to sassy tail myself out. But I mean, he came in saying hi. It's because I'm doing what makes me happy.
Yeah, definitely. This is a real short story here. So our neighbors right next door to us, they built these or they grow these trees. They grow very quickly. They almost grow like they're wheat trees, but they're very beautiful and they grow fast. And we kind of noticed that our fence was bowing, and so it's like a fence that we own was bowing this way, and they don't speak 100% English. And I mentioned it. I happened to be out there, and I mentioned it to her, and she had her iPad, and she says, "Look, our tree is not touching your fence." She was trying to explain to me that there was in 2021 hurricane that came through, and they had to put the fence back up, and that's the result of why it's leaning the way that it is. And we thought it was trees. And I think, okay. And she goes, "Do you understand me?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I said, I understand. I saw the picture. That's good. We're good. The next morning, I wake up to let the dogs out. I turn around, and all the trees are gone. I think they just cut them all down, and I was devastated because first of all, it gave us our privacy that they couldn't see us when we were swimming and stuff. And so I wasn't even thinking of the time. I just got on there and I texted the neighbors next door and I said, "I am so sorry. We didn't want you to tear them down." They said, "Oh, no, no, no. What we're going to do is we're going to get these jasmine vines." And they said, "If you look behind our gazebo," and they were beautiful. He says, "That's what we're going to put there. We always trim them back hurricane season. We always trim the trees back." And I'll tell you, I panicked because I thought, I don't speak Spanish. They don't speak good English. I didn't want to give them the wrong impression. I felt so bad, and for no reason at all. There was no reason at all. And the guy wrote me back and goes, "Honey, don't worry about it. It's all good." And I was just like, "Oh, they're beautiful trees." I'm thinking more about how beautiful they were. And I said they were great privacy. He said the jasmine will grow just as fast. And he says, "You'll have the privacy back again." And I thought, okay. That was all good. It's like love thy neighbor, right? Is hula hoops put up there, love thy neighbor. I don't want to ever send you a bad message of bad energy, but I also want to make sure that we're communicating around the same level. I took it as, oh no, what did I say? Did I cause something? And really, it was really good because then I felt even more closer to the neighbor because then we.
Well, where'd you go? Hey, welcome back.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah, but it's always like every relationship starts with communication. Yeah.
Yeah. Communication. We really all need to work on that. I was just telling my husband when I realized I was getting older is my husband has raised two stepkids. He was married before. And the very first time I was telling him this, I said, this is going to show my age because I didn't understand it. The very first time I heard his daughter call him dude, not dad, but hey, dude, and I thought it was disrespect. And, Paul said to me, well, you always got to listen to the content of, how people are saying it. And he says, and I just kind of looked at her and says, she's disrespecting her father, calling him dude. And then I realized she would call women dudes. And I'm just like, okay, I'm old. I'm not getting this. And it's understanding the communication, the new generations, and so on and so forth. But I'm sure you guys all are going to experience this.
Yeah, to Juliana, I'm cuh. The new word is cuh. C-U-H.
What is it?
Cuh. C-U-H. Come on, cuh. What the? Oh, brah. Come on, brah.
I said that to my husband. What happened to our English language? we have so much in America. We have so much slang here. So if somebody is coming to this country and they're going to learn English one way or another, but they're native, like my neighbor, their native might be Spanish, and if I'm using slang, that could be very confusing for them. And they might take it the wrong way. That's why she said to me, "Do you understand what I am saying?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah." Just show me the pictures and everything. I'm like, "Yeah, no, we're good." And yeah, I don't know. It's real interesting. So they took away out of the schools, the kids don't write cursive anymore. So if I were to write cursive, this is another communication tool. If I were to write cursive to somebody in grade school, would they be able to read it? Colleen says they call her bro. Yo, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, all you bros out there, we're gonna go. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend and have fun. Thank